This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
In today's world, 90% of the wealth is controlled by the top 3% of the population. In real estate, it is said 80% of the transactions are handled by only the top 20% of active agents. Sounds lopsided, doesn't it? What separates the top end of success? How did they get there? How do I get there? These are the questions that future top producers should start to ask themselves. As with success in all aspects of life and business, it all starts in your mind. It's mental. You must have the vision and the action. Watching your future self achieve the largest of goals in your mind years before actually achieving them, and then doing the daily actions that lead to those accomplishments. Those are the two main recipes for success: seeing it and then doing it. You must have a vision and a reason to be successful. Without that, you are just floating in the wind. For the superachievers, it's a never-ending game of cat and mouse. A mouse is your new goal in life. Once caught, a new one emerges. Therefore, you are constantly trying new ideas and expanding your game to catch the next mouse. The same applies in real estate. Your first mouse or goal is just to close one transaction. Once you achieve that, you create a new goal of closing your second transaction, then one transaction per month, then two per month, so on and so forth. Each time your goal changes, so will your attitude and motivation. Slowly, you are molding yourself into a highly successful real estate agent, one day and one goal at a time. I see agents all the time that have everything it takes to be a top producer. They are motivated, hardworking, smart, personable. I can see it in their eyes that they will make it. The problem is that even if an agent is the 1 out of 5 who survives his or her first year in this business, it still takes years to gain the experience needed to understand what is behind consistent success in real estate. To complete the transformation from non-producer to top producer, you must stay motivated and continue upgrading your skills and goals every step of the way. Don't dismiss this as cliched information. This is the way you must think to become a top producer. When I sat down to write this book, my goal was to make it as short and powerful as possible. I did not want to write a long, tedious book that takes weeks to read. I want my readers to be able to take my system and run with it quickly. Time is money, and the quicker I can relay my message to you, the quicker you can use these principles to make more sales. They say that preparation is half the battle. While there is truth to that, don't get stuck in the preparation process. Many agents spend their entire career trying to learn how to become a top producer, but never actually apply a fraction of what they have learned. They never really get started. Reaching for higher education in your field is a key to continued growth, but you must understand where the fine line is between learning and taking action. There are two forms of education: the education you can get from research and reading, and the kind you get from experience. It takes a combination of both to succeed: education, experience, action. You can't ignore any one of these three elements any more than you could leave out a main ingredient in a cake recipe and still have a cake. Becoming $1 million agent is exactly the same as baking a cake. Follow the recipe. This is very important, and I want you to understand what this means. When you finish this book, you will have all the knowledge needed to become the top producing agent in your office and even your entire market area. However, you may still lack experience, so you must take action. You can't just touch your toe to the pool. You must dive in head first. Yes, you will make mistakes. Don't let your fear of making mistakes hold you back from being successful. The more experience you have, the more confidence you will build, and the less fear you will have. Learning from your mistakes is just as important, if not more important, than learning ways to become successful. Once you have knowledge and experience, then you will be on the right track to becoming a multi-million-dollar producer.